Hello there everybody, this is GoodGuyPalps, your favorite Supreme Chancellor, and today we are playing the closed beta for Humankind, the game by Amplitude Studios, and I'm really excited about this. I played in the previous betas, open dev scenarios, and they were a lot of fun, and now we get to go into the industrial era, and we've unlocked a lot of the big-time streamers profiles here to play against, which will be fun. Playing on the Nation difficulty, which is one step above the normal, and haven't played this scenario at all, haven't even loaded into the game yet, so this will be really exciting. And we get to play as Edgar Allan Poe, which is also really cool. And here we go. I really don't know what to expect in this scenario, though I expect it to be somewhat similar to the previous ones. I'm interested to see if they've made any significant changes from the previous open dev scenarios. I know this is the last beta that they're doing before the game launches in August, which I'm very excited about. I'm really excited to play the entire game and see the last eras that are after the industrial era. Excited to really try out all of the different cultures that you can play as. And let's see, in the previous open dev scenarios, we played as the Harappans, I believe, focusing on growth early. Here, let's see, we're in the Neolithic era, so we just have this one scout, or tribe unit, we can explore around. Now we already are right next to a river, which could be a pretty good area, and we have, let's see, some curiosities near us. These will give us some food. Here will give us some type of science. This will give us more food. And we can't quite cross the river because that would take up movement. So we could come straight here, or we could come straight up here to go to the north and grab food. I think I'm going to grab this first. It's going to give us actually, let's see. Ancient encampment, giving us some science and some influence. We can use that influence to set up an outpost, which is pretty cool. And then we could attack here, but we are out of movement. No, we still have 2 movement, and if we attack, though, we're on the lower ground, so it's not a very optimal place to be to fight. Right here is a little better. I'm not sure if it's ideal to take this fight right now, but I think we get food if we beat the deer. I'm just going to say instant resolution for now. When we get to larger battles, I'll definitely do the manual. Alright, so we got that, and I don't know, it did give us 5 food, okay. Not as many as I hoped. And we do heal a little bit. Next turn, let's go immediately over here and grab this. There's another curiosity right there we can get. We got some nuts. Some nuts. Got these nuts, and now we can come over here and grab this curiosity. We're not exploring a ton, but we are grabbing a lot of curiosities, which is really nice, giving us more science, more influence. As we explore, we're going to want to discuss and figure out which culture we want to adopt first. And do we want to go inland, or do we want to continue to explore the coastline? I kind of think we want to go inland. There's rivers here which look really promising, and then maybe south. It might be worth actually. Let's just come here. We only have 1 movement left. And here's some more rivers up here. It might be worth discovering next turn. It could be fun to try and do a coastal game. I haven't tried that really before, focusing on a lot of harbors and
as the eagle flies,
and other cultures that focus on seagoing and trading. I think I want to move towards this sanctuary so that we can pillage it. Oh, beautiful! Another curiosity here that'll give us more food. That gave us some nuts. Let's see, now we can move on to here, and we can ransack it. It'll give us 20 food and only take 1 turn. That's really, really solid. We can also, well, let's see, Lost Souls. Your scout comes to you breathless from exertion. Between gasps, he tells you that he spied another tribe not far ahead. He leads you on. Then after giving a stop signal, you drop to your bellies and crawl forward in the brush. This is intense. Ahead, a young woman no more than 13 summers is leading a ceremony. Her audience, a dozen or so equally young or younger tribesmen. Many are crying, and when you see the bodies laid out, you understand that they are in mourning. You know what you must do. Welcome. These children need care and shelter. We will be their guardians, and they will become our tribe. Spawns, army, my new army, and hunting party. Okay, so we get basically another unit, it sounds like. It must be a placeholder name. Withdraw. They could be sick or cursed. We will make haste from this place, and we get 5 turns of extra movement. I think we take the extra army here, which even has 4 movement, and I think we could take this fight even here. Actually, no. Let's go grab some more of these nuts. Oh, these are wild berries, not nuts. All right, so here's snow. We're going to want to avoid that for now. There's no reason to be exploring that early. So let's see what else we can find. We're also going to want to figure out where we want to put down a territory to claim. Alright, so we're going to actually take one of these.
This way.
And we're going to bring this guy up here. And oh, he needs to come around. Alright, so we kind of want to join these guys together in the end. However, we'll keep them just close for now.
We're going.
Kind of explore as much as possible. Another curiosity found. Really interesting territories we're finding here. There's also copper. This region honestly might be the best region just to settle. There's some really fantastic rivers and luxury and copper in it. We might want to actually go put our capital there. And it's on coast. To do that, we're going to have to run back that way for now. Let's come explore south, and then maybe we'll cut back over to put our city in and see what else we find. And we got another curiosity, which is great. Another one here, and a sanctuary we can pillage. Then end our turn. There's a mammoth. I think if we fight them, we get even more food and experience out of it. There is another resource we might want. Right, we can immediately hop onto the river here and begin ransacking. Let's see, let's bring this unit this way. I want to explore pretty much as possible. Maybe we'll avoid conflict with these guys and keep them separate. Trying to discover as much as we can. Now, if we hop on this river, we can't go anymore this turn, but we can go further the next turn using the river to boost our movement, I believe. World deed unlocked. Wonderful. Okay. A growth stars, but alright, we got growth right here, so we got 3 here, so we could actually definitely take a fight here if we wanted to. Now we could come up this way, or we can move this way and set up an outpost to claim this territory. I think we do want to do that, but first, let's bring this unit
over there
over to here and claim this. This is another really good territory right here. From what we can tell, lots of rivers, getting lots of growth, decent amount of production because of the woods, and science, I believe, is the hot springs bring, right? So +3 science. This could be a pretty great city, though, and there's a luxury resource here. This might actually be a better place to get our capital going. The only thing making me a little worried about that is that we have snow up here, so it's pretty far north. Most likely no one's above us, so we might want to settle towards the south and move this direction. For now, let's hop onto this sanctuary. Let's pillage that. Here's a lake here. It really depends on how close the coast is over here. We see rivers moving this way, so the coast has to be not too far, I would think. For now, let's move this direction. We're going to want to be putting our city closer to, I think, this section of the river. Alright, so we got our... We don't even have a outpost, though. I thought we had to... I'm going to remind us later. We have all the air stars we need, but we would need some type of outpost here. It's actually 14-12. This is 12-10. That's actually a pretty solid spot because it's surrounded by rivers. 13-8 would give us a bit more growth. And we'd have to kind of build things out this way. Maybe some farming districts along here. Can't do that till next turn anyway, so I'll hold off on making that decision. Yeah, I'm tempted to set it up here. It'd also be very defensible. For now, let's grab this unit.
This way.
Move this direction. There's also really close to horses here. Come this way because we get further south so we can see more. We haven't met anybody, which I guess is comforting that we have a decent amount of space. If we did settle here, what's the city like? 15-4. The production is pretty atrocious, actually. Down here, yeah, you know, I think this is a good place to grow to. I think this is going to make a better capital. The question is just where. 12-10 is not bad. It gives us the freedom to kind of move around in the whole region. 13.8 isn't phenomenal. It really kind of depends on what culture we want to pick early. We haven't discovered anyone, so there's not a huge reason to go aggressive and pick a military culture. So I'm thinking either growth or maybe influence. Focus. So I've done that in previous scenarios. 12.10, 13.8. I think I'm going to take the 12.10. We now have this, and we can set up our new culture this turn. Let's come down here. Let's see. We have a lot of curiosities to grab. We still have a decent amount of exploring to do, though.
We're going.
I'm going to go grab these curiosities first, though. All right, let's choose which culture we want. We have the Assyrians, who are an expansionist. Let's check out the more details. The tallest blade is the first to be cut by the scythe. All right, so we get more movement speed on units, on land units. More fortifications, we get raiders, which we could use in war if we wanted to be aggressive, which would be fun, for sure. And we can use their special abilities to grow faster and steal territory. Seeing that we don't share any borders, though, it's not... I feel like the military cultures are not very good in the beginning. Now, Babylonians help us focus on science, including the astronomy house. Tempting. Egyptians would be builders. Let us focus on production. We even get Egyptian pyramids, which give us +3 industry per adjacent maker's quarters. We have to build maker's quarters to make it very beneficial. Plus industry on district producing industry. Modify district industry cost by 10%. It's not bad. Harpins would give us growth, which would be good, but I did that last time, so I kind of want to try something new. The Hittites would give us, they're militarists, so we could focus on war, military units, and we can get better outposts. The Mycenaeans, also huge war, brutal upbringing. Your units are cheaper. District fortification, okay, we get fortresses. The Nubians would give us a lot of money. We do have a luxury resource. We get the Marrow Pyramids, which give us industry, money, and they're better next to Maker's Quarters. That could be really good. I'm leaning towards them right now. The Olmecs would be fun. I tried them in the first scenario, I want to say. They were really good. Getting more influence per your territories is really solid. And the Phoenicians, of course, would be fun. Modify all constructibles, buyout cost by 20%, so we could buy things a lot better. We get the Haven, which gives us +2 money per adjacent coastal water, +2 money per adjacent lake, and +1 traders hall in city or outpost replaces the harbor. So you have to do a lot of tech to get to this unit. I think I haven't ever played as the Zoe. +2 ability, +1 science per adjacent mountain. I don't think we're next to any mountains. We're gonna take the Nubians. Confirm.
The challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel.
I like these little
and you
videos.
don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
Rumors and hearsay. Well, the Nubians are the first culture in this galactic republic that we are founding. A glorious empire. Alright, so now we have 3 actual scouts. And I think we're going to immediately fight here.
All together.
There's an instant resolution. Take a little damage, we can heal.
We'll keep it up.
Whoa, the auto scroll is a little funky, I think. Might have to fix some bugs there. I think those curiosities disappear now that we went and left that era. I think so. Alright, we want to move east.
Okay.
Oh, okay. They sound like they're freaking sassy. I think we're going to want to claim this territory as well. There's luxuries, there's copper. A lot of searches should be good. In fact, technically this isn't a city, right? City creation. An outpost becomes a city. We're going to hold off on that just for a turn. Or a turn or two. As we look around, because having horses early is nice. This is a terrible, I think, general city location. Yeah, it's not great. Let's go explore south with them. Alright. One of your outposts can be turned into a city. I know. I want to wait. Is not going to let me wait. Okay, well, it turns out we have to turn this into a city from what I can tell. I don't think we can skip that. This will turn on the Yeah, yield, that's what we want. I don't care to see the grid. It's pretty easy to see the natural grid. They did a good job. Let's choose our science. Now we are doing trade, so getting something like an artisan's quarter I think online would be really good. We don't have any horses near us. We do have copper in our region though, right here. So getting copper online will be really, really good. So I think we kind of want to do either city defense and bronze working. We also have our unique unit here. I think we're going to grab calendar first so that we can get the artisan's quarter online. And I think we're going to go ahead and just make this into a city, Kerma. And let's see, what do we want to build first? We could get our special unit. We typically want to get those online, I think, sooner because they're expensive and they're gonna give us some bonuses, and we can focus on gold to buy things out. These burial grounds receive donations of luxurious objects, benefit the status of their dead leaders, stimulating nearby commerce. +2 industry, +2 money, +3 money per adjacent maker's quarter. All right, so we get more money per adjacent maker's quarters. Now, this isn't a phenomenal maker's quarter though. In fact, it's pretty terrible. The best maker's quarters really probably will come from attaching maybe this region here. +5, +2. We could use this to grow over here and then build off of it. I'm tempted to start just building one of these and maybe we can get a maker's quarter that's better like up here next. So we just put this right here for now. This is 5-2, that's 6-2. But we don't lose the food. So I think we'll put it right here. It's gonna take some time. Let's go ahead and end our turn. And then that reminds me, now that we have formed our city, we, being GoodGuyPalps, the Chancellor of the Galactic Republic, we should name this to be Coruscant, I think? That looks right. Coruscant. Well, I spelled that wrong. You can hit me up in the comments if I did. Why didn't that save? Alright, check, that's why. Okay, now Coruscant is our capital, beautiful. Let's continue to explore here.
Will do.
There's some good regions. We're going to take these scouts immediately, come here and see if we can claim this. I think there's no... I mean, there could be people up here, but because we saw snow, my guess is the AI is here or south of us. So we're going to want to claim up this region first, and then we can expand north.
Follow me.
As we grow.
Off we go.
Let's hop onto that river. And let's explore east. Yeah, it's east.
Yes.
Alright, let's hop up onto this mountain here. Ooh, look at this production here. See, and these mountains are great. So we're... Oh, and there's a... Quickly discovered breathtaking forest. Oh, it's a forest. That's cool. It's like a cool landmark. What happens if you chop it, though? Culture chosen. Okay, so the Mycenaeans. I hope those guys aren't next to us. Because those are the warmongers.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Alright, so this... kind of glad we didn't come this way yet because we haven't found the coast yet. But this is some really good land, though. At least decent. Lots and lots of production. Let's also continue to go... Oh, and there's a bear. We'll win the fight, though.
For your families!
I probably would have done better if we didn't do the instant resolution, but it's kind of helps the game flow a little faster in the early game when it's not that big of a deal.
Off we go.
These guys are healed, so we're going to hop onto this river, and then next turn we'll hop across it. Alright.
Come over here.
Another luxury resource. We're definitely going to want to throw an outpost down here, I think. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see. 13, 18. That's great, but we could put a maker's quarter on it instead, which would be even better. I don't know why we can't put one there. Because it's a... Alright, so we want to clear this sanctuary. We might take a turn and do that, and then we'll claim this region. And we want to put it somewhere where we can build off of it. I'm thinking like right here or right here. There's a river here, but that is also the edge. Maybe even right here is okay. Alright. Let's come this way. Some beautiful looking cliffs here.
Over this way.
Doesn't matter if we hop on the river because it's our last movement. Alright, actually it's perfect because now we see coast here. Maybe we actually want to go now southeast with them. Turns out it's this, like, landmass is just insanely large. Oh hey, we met someone. Shall be discovered. Acknowledge. Alright, so we come up here, we'll meet somebody. Good to know. That does mean we probably want to claim up as much of this territory as we can. And then end turn. Let's see. What is this? What is our special bonus as well? I'm hovering over it, but nothing's... Okay. Ah, it went away. Invest in a resource deposit. If no extractor exists, then one will be created instantly. Otherwise, you will share a sum of money with the owner. You'll both earn more money the more empires are buying the resources, and if owner is independent people, their cut will count as a bribe, improving relations. Missing parameters, action not ready. Okay, that's gonna have to be a cleaned up error message, I think. Oh, developers, I better remember to note that in the feedback. All right, so we're gonna take one of these guys. Actually, let's see, where do we want to put the outpost? Let's decide that first. 1418 is not bad. 6-9 is pretty nice. It's pretty terrible though. 12, 3, 18, 221. Like that's great. But we don't have maker's quarters off of that. So I'm thinking maybe right here, and then we put a maker's quarters around it, or right here and then maker's quarters off of it. Actually, maybe we do it right here, right in between these, and then we just build a bunch of maker's quarters right off of it. That's what I'm thinking. 512 is also not terrible. We would we'd be right next to this and be able to put maker's quarters here and then off of it that way. And we'd be able to put growth this way a little easier. Let's do that. Alright, so that'll take 2 turns. Then we can absorb this into the capital, and that'll really boost our production, I think. In fact, we'll probably have up here focus more on growth and this focus on production. Alright, we have 1 unit here, which means we're probably not going to take fights. We just want to explore as much as possible. As much knowledge as we can about the map.
Over this way.
Speaking of, let's follow this little... Oh, this looks almost like a little sea or something. It's like a little trench. Also, I like when you zoom in, like the sound really picks up of the ocean, and then like the Sahara. Some good, lots of good resources on this map. Over here, you can like hear the outpost and then the city. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. What does it tell us? Population gain, culture chosen, Hittites, and Egyptians. Nice. Egyptians is a good choice. Good job, AI. Heyo. I don't think he's peaceful. A mammoth is peaceful by themselves. I don't think they're gonna just attack us.
Come over here.
Right, so that sanctuary did just get destroyed. That's good to know. Now, part wants to come see what this is. So I'm gonna bring one of these guys,
Follow me.
just so we know what's here. If it's worth it, putting an outpost on, and the rest we're gonna come this way, down the coastline. Also, because we're the Empire, or I guess the Republic, we are going to have a massive Coruscant city. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to kind of almost reserve a bunch of these territories and see just how big we can build Coruscant while keeping it stable. And then I want to put like another outpost over here-ish. That'll be our second city. In fact, maybe when we have enough to influence, which we do, maybe I want to figure out which territory is the best, but I'm thinking maybe right here. We have a marble luxury resource, and it's right next to some good production with copper. And it gives them enough space that they could probably claim here, and if they beat us to it, it's not terrible, but this land's not great anyways. So I'm thinking maybe we come down this way, see what's here. More people, actually. So I think we circle back and come put a city here, our second city. Now we're gonna have to maybe have some struggles with stability with that, because our influence is gonna be a little weak, but we'll figure it out. Also, yeah, okay, influence, beautiful. Nubians. We can't cross this water yet.
Let's go.
Alright, so we're hopping up on the river. And actually, this is the coastline, I guess. We'll just follow it as we go, and we'll end our turn. So that shows the Assyrians are going very aggressive. We did pick, like, the Spiffing Brit to be in there, so he's going to probably be quite aggressive. Now, we can't quite pump this out. But we can attach this now that it's done, and I think we're going to do that. It does bring our stability down a decent amount, but we get significantly more production out of it. And once this is done, we're going to want to put a maker's quarter here. Actually, I think we might put this here, and then put a maker's quarter off of it right here. So once we finish this, I think we're going to put another one of these right there. Or, okay, we might by that time. Why isn't it showing what we're working on? Calendar, we might put it in the artisan's quarter here and here, but we'll see. We have a lot to do. I kind of want to focus on production as much as possible early. See how that works out for us. If we follow the river, we get like lots of extra movement, I think. I didn't count. I think that's it. Had said that a long time ago. Another decent area to grow to. Calendar. All right, so we discovered. Ooh, Vinikuka. I'm sure I pronounced that correctly, 100%. And let's hop onto the river here. Now this might be another area to attach into Curacao, seeing that we want to build a massive city. It is the headquarters of the Republic. Of the galaxy, essentially. Alright, we're gonna hop off the river now. Another people. Alright, so let's actually go meet them now. Before we meet these people, we actually want to come back and form this city, because I think that will prevent us losing... Alright, so actually we want to come over here. Alright. I think this is still the best area. There's some great places to get production here, but I still think this is the best place because we're going to have some production and some food. Not to mention, I think this resource and this production will work great with our Nubian bonuses. Though to meet people, or to get trade, meeting people probably is good. Now we want to go towards copper, and we want to get our emblematic, our special units. Let's grab city defense, I think, so that we can go towards copper. Alright, so we've met the Hittites.
It is my great honor, as the leader of a great people, to greet you in their name.
George Grenier, okay. Treaties. Now we can put some trades in. We can propose that we're going to trade luxuries.
What do you say to this appealing proposal?
They've signed it. I like that we can just continue to trade. We can even trade everything if we want.
How can I say no?
This calls for celebration.
Okay, so they have countered
I have
for 70
something
gold, but we
here
don't have the gold,
that
so we've
should please us
refused
both.
that, and now we are stuck for I think a few turns, which is fine. We're trading. It's gonna be great. Let's go here.
Over this way.
We have to go find their city, I think, to actually meet them, right? I think so. Well, I don't get why it still has the icon though, because I feel like we've done everything. Maybe it's because we still have one of these that we haven't acknowledged. Yeah, or it disappeared now, though, I think. Treaty, okay. Another mammoth that we can fight. Alright, here are them. That's probably who we saw. It was their hunting party. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then let's... I think we take this fight real fast. Let's make some resolution. Oh. Lost some units. He's still alive. He's still alive. Probably scout a bit. Here are the Hittites. We're going to claim this region pretty soon, I think. Is pretty much as soon as we can support the stability, which might not be too soon. Alright, one turn till we complete the Neuro Pyramids.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so this is this whole continent. Good to know. Let's bring this guy down now. Let's scout here. And here are these guys. In pretty decent land.
Follow me.
They haven't claimed it, though. It's nice that we have some distance between pretty much everyone, except for these guys. They are a little close. They have reached the Harapins. Okay, so we discovered the people who took the Harapins.
Hey, you folks! Heartfelt greetings.
Hey, you folks. Alright. Hesitant. Let's see if they are willing to trade. I'm going to hold off on this for a turn or two and kind of just see where it goes. See if that helps. Yeah, you know, asking it later. Again, I'm tempted to put on this. We don't even have enough, though. We need... Oh, actually, we do. But I'd rather save that for this unit to build our city over here. Our city we probably won't be able to defend if we have issues. That's true. But it is a good city. It might be more like a military outpost while this city becomes trading. But we do want to trade. We want to be peaceful. So we're still going to wait. That's all right. Let's see. Here we have 4 movement. Let's just continue to scout and see what they have. It's around this coastline. There's a little inlet here, a little place to defend. Let's have people finish their movements. I believe that's this guy. Alright, we can take this fight, but we don't want to do that. Now, you can just raid people if you want. It might even be beneficial in the beginning. It's probably pretty debatable, though. I'm going to bring these guys up so they can, once we form this city, they can heal. What is this? This is gold? A gold deposit. Interesting. Yeah, this, like, marble one center, I think is going to be a great city. I'm going to have to name it. I don't know. Doesn't make sense as Tatooine, but I'll think of something. Let's, yeah, hop up over here. We're almost making it. It's taking the long way around, apparently.
Follow me.
And then let's see, with Coruscant, we now have completed our pyramids into some good yields. This is also getting us some good yields. I think we're going to want to improve this. So we can take 3 turns. And we can't buy it. What was our bonus again? Where does it tell us that? Anything on the sun can be exchanged for gold. So we do want to trade. If we get these online, though, we'll be able to trade more. And we'll get more resources out of them, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, what can we do here? Invest in a resource deposit. If no extractor exists, then one will be created instantly. Let's do that. Select an extractor for 25 influence. Wait a second. So it costs influence, and then we can select an extractor, and we get the resource. I definitely want to try that, but I want to put an outpost here first.
Come over here.
I think it's only going to cost 25 the whole time. And I don't want to lose that territory. I think it's too good to pass up on. And turn, we're getting 5 influence per turn, which is pretty good. Alright, city defense researched. Another culture was chosen. Don't you dare claim this region. This is another really, really good region that we want to Coruscant to adopt eventually. Alright, so we're almost here. 170 influence.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, curiosity. Alright, so I guess because it's so far, it costs a lot more. That is it. That mechanic makes sense, though I don't love it. Because now I need a bunch more influence. And that does mean we're going to try this now. Cannot be done as the territory has no owner. What does an extractor do? And can you do it in a place where they own, where the AI owns it, like right here? Is there another one that someone owns? Not that we can see. Oh, right here. Select to invest in the structure for 25 influence. What? Cool. Also, influences, they made it much more important, I feel, which is good. I think I like it. Empire Foundation. By what right do we rule? Founding myths or legitimacy? Show details. We have 6 influence. And it takes 30 to enact the dates. So yeah, influence is a big deal now, compared to in previous betas. Wait, now we're going to go towards bronze working. 25 turns is a bit much. Whoa. So we also need to focus on science, apparently. Speaking of, let's take a look at our capital, and potentially growth is good, production is solid. I think we're going to focus a bit on science too, because science is a bit too slow. 7 turns is also pretty bad. Yeah, we're going to have to... Oh, man, it's rough.
Off we go.
Alright, this guy... We do want to claim some territories around, just so no one else does. Kind of. We definitely want to claim this for the capital, for sure. Now, our gold hasn't really gone up as much as I thought it might, because of that investment. Alright, so we've met the Olmecs.
From my people, and from my...
What do you say to this appealing proposal?
Alright, took that deal, very nice. We are being focusing on trade, so we're trying to be
All those of
friendly.
honest intent may have my ear.
Alright, so the Harpins have signed our treaty. Beautiful. If we get all this, I think we can make an alliance. We might actually have to research alliance. I'd like to share maps with them too. So figure out where we want to put an outpost in there when we can. And then let's come this way and continue to explore as much as possible. Whoa! Intense heat, sulfur springs, and Smoky Mountains greet traveler who crosses unforgiving landscape. A natural wonder. Gives you influence, stability, and money for a city or outpost. So an outpost here actually makes a lot of sense too. To claim it. But it costs 70 influence, so we're a little ways from that. We can go explore through there. Oh. No, we do not want to go to Crow War. Not right now. No, we'd probably lose against the Hittites as well. Okay, so yeah, we can't put an outpost here because it costs 170. So we're good for now. We're just going to continue to explore. Actually, let's go see if we can ransack this.
Off we go.
Get that gold. We can actually pump this out for 82. +1 trader slot. Alright, so now we have this. We're getting much more gold per turn. And now we could build this right here. We will lose some stability. And it does it's +2 industry, +2 money, +1 industry per silk on Maker's Quarter. Okay. +3 gold per adjacent Maker's Quarter. So we put it, actually, if we put it here, this is 1319 here. We will build Maker's Quarters off of there as well. We can only build 1 in this territory, though. Where's the best Maker's Quarters? Yeah, right here. Right here will be really good. Right there is pretty good. This would give us, let's see, 13.9, 13.5, 11.5. That's pretty solid. Oh, probably because of this other resource as well, yeah. We're going to build another one of those. It'll hurt our stability a bit, but in the long run it will be worth it. We'll end our turn. Someone finally chose the Babylonians, successfully plundered for more gold. Alright, so getting this outpost in is probably our next priority to beat the Hittites to it. And maybe getting near this science and river, getting more growth. I know we can't settle it yet, but I was kind of hoping it would show us where it would be.
Off we go.
Alright, let's continue to explore here. Too bad we can't, like, harvest these resources. Kind of pillage them, you know? Like you can in Old World. Ha! Beat you to it. Alright, complete your orders. Who are we looking at? Right here. 70. That's right, we looked at that already. Ooh, they claimed this territory. How dare you. This territory would be nice to claim, but it would be too exposed. The odds of war happening here eventually is probably high. In fact, we might actually... We're going for bronze working. We actually probably want to grab carpentry first. Because if we need units fast, we're going to want to be able to get units. Alright, so we can get...
What can I do for you?
reparations here if we wanted. We could say you claimed a territory on my border. Stole Vinenkuka. Stole my natural wonder. We had discovered it first. The problem is, if we demand it, it does not help our trade. And being a trader early...
I have something here.
Okay. So they've refused it. So we actually, yeah, probably are going to have war coming. I don't want to make that demand for a couple turns until maybe we get some archers or something. Acknowledge. Alright, so next turn we'll have the...
Off we go.
The ability to put an outpost in here. We've ransacked that. I don't want to attack this guy. It would be a little too close for comfort. Let's go back to the north. I want to bring these guys back to where we can probably heal them. Getting those Moro pyramids, still going to take forever. These guys, I kind of want to... Let's go see what's here, but we also kind of want them scouting out this area. They completed that outpost claim. This is another good one to claim just because it'll kind of cut them off. But for now, ooh, so this is the same region, right? 1412 is pretty good. Although 17.6 is great because it gives us a bunch of food. $14.12. This gives us science too, right? I kind of just want to found it on this river for some reason. Beautiful. So it'll take us some while, but then we'll grab that. Alright, we're gonna, I think, let's go actually back this way to heal, because they're hurt as well. I probably should have sent them there, but this way we'll at least see if they come send anyone this way. And turn. Loading, okay. This unit can... We've claimed this territory now, though, so we're good there. We just need some more influence. We can ask for reparation. We met the Babylonians, okay. Let's go talk to them.
Hello, friends. Heartfelt greetings. Let us see if we can build a majestic world together.
Alright, so he's willing to trade. That's a good sign. He is, of course, Babylonians. Let's...
Welcome. You have news?
Their war support's growing, as is ours. I kind of want to demand stuff here. But we need troops first, and that's going to take another turn before we can pump out some units. Other than warriors, we're probably going to want one of those anyways. Let's actually finish this with gold. And now let's grab a warrior. And once the warrior's done, we will get an archer as well. Other than that, oh, stop. 5 gold, there we go. We might be using scouts if we do an early war with the Hittites, which I feel like might be unavoidable. Blades of Empire show details. We still do not have the influence to enact these civics. Because we just don't have enough influence, and we're trying to grow here. Alright, this guy's actually full health, right? So, or close to it. 100 out of 100. It just looks like it's a little low there for some reason. Doesn't mean we want to fight, but it does mean we probably could go explore. They're expanding rather quickly, to be honest. Alright, so now we get the Tassetti archers. Clear forest and lumberyard. We get more production on forest. Lots of things to grab. We're first, though, going to grab these. At least one of them. I'm just a little worried about losing this game way before it even starts.
Over this way. We'll wait here.
Not to mention that it will help with stability as well.
I'm on it. No fear.
Now we're going to combine and then go heal them all up. Whoa, a lot of stuff going on up here, even with the spiffing Brit. It's my new army. Hunting party, alright. Let's go pillage those sanctuaries for sure. By the way, this game is beautiful. I haven't talked about it enough. This game is gorgeous. And this is seeming very smooth compared to the previous betas where there's a decent amount of just sketchiness and bugs. Some things have been polished, which is nice, and also the importance on... They've made the game a little bit harder, which I like, because it was way too easy last time. The making influence much more important has helped. And it means if I restarted, I probably would maybe do some things different, even already. So that's good that they've done that.
Follow me.
Alright, ransacking for gold is great. We're gonna pump out this warrior.
We'll wait.
We're gonna build a little army here with this archer and then that warrior. And then once we have them, I think we might bring them down here and then demand that they give us one of these territories. I think that's my goal. Then we'll see what happens and create your own religion. Alright, so we get acknowledge. 10 influence on holy sites, or +5 on holy sites. We're gonna take shamanism. Get more influence on the holy site. Let's definitely ransack this as well. 22 gold is convenient. Alright, so then we can get a holy site. Right, so once it's been queued, you can't move it, it's there forever. 10 turns is a long time. Now I think you can use production to finish it, but we're about to lose our last production in the city, which is a little rough to be honest. So we can't attach that, it's not done yet. So I don't think we're going to build a holy site for a little while yet. In fact, I think we're going to add artisan quarter to the construction queue of the Coruscant. Okay. Once the extractor is built, this resource will be available in your empire. Oh, so we could just use influence to build it as well? We did it in our own territory. The religious conversion of this territory will be achieved in 3 turns. Select to open religion screen. Okay, cool. Just gonna heal them up. Successfully ransacked, very nice. We're gonna leave these guys here. Did you say yes, comrade? Just read Animal Farm recently, so that just sounds kind of funny. Comrade. Alright, so we have our archer. Let's bring them down here, I think. Hopefully they don't have like any units around here. Once they are close, so in a turn or two, we will demand that they change their evil ways. With our 1 population left, and our stability dropping, +5 stability, so we actually might want to put something like this over here. We'll take 4 turns. It will give us some stability. Our stability is not terrible, though. 3 turns. Like, it's bad. 68 going down to 63, but we could still build a couple more. We could even get another Maker's Quarter. Plus 10. Plus 7, that's pretty solid. Because we're essentially at not enough. Growing very slowly. Getting a lumberyard would be good, improving all our forest tiles. I'm just to grab this for now, though. Alright.
Welcome.
Peaceful treaties.
Let us speak honestly with each other.
I have something here that should please us both.
I'm going to refuse, simply because they're so far away, I'm not worried about that. And I get that that might cause some problems, but overall it's fine.
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better.
So they aren't buying anything from us. We can trade everything. They have agreed to that. That's great. This I will accept. And I've paid a lot to see everything, but I think overall that's great. Because now we can see everything that they've discovered. And we're much more friendly with them, and they're probably our biggest risk, other than maybe Babylon up here. Which we can also go talk to.
Welcome. Let us speak honestly with each other.
I have something here that should please us both.
I'm sure you have a lot of fun. So I wonder if they recorded those things. They sound just like them, so I assume they recorded them. It's pretty cool. A melody for every occasion. In the teeming, iconic city of Coruscant, musicians are a celebrated part of the local culture with a long history and holy rites. They bring nobility to religious rituals, jollity to palace celebrations, smiles to the sick and alien, courage to marching armies, and distraction to the gods. Alas, they are still too small in number, especially the good ones, and now word of their renown has reached across the Empire. Lords, priests, commanders, among others, are grousing that their city deserves such artists too. How will you satisfy them? Alright, so we get overproductive, which means we get plus 10 industry. Or we muster, and we get plus 5 money, but minus 2 science. I'm going to take the industry, and we'll gain that gold back in just a turn or two, so I think overall it's fine. We'll build this a lot faster. We're losing stability, but only for a couple turns. We'll be fine. It also means we could build this faster, too. And it'll cost a lot to attach this, unfortunately. We definitely need something to boost our influence. What's our war desire
Welcome.
here?
You have news?
Not great. I also don't see their military strength. There is a little army here, though. Good to know. End turn. Sacred ground, shamanism. Okay. Now we come here.
Up we go.
We join, make a full army, and now
What can I do for you?
we go to Crisis. We say, hey,
What choice do I have?
holy...
We accept your demands.
Alright, so they actually gave us this. This is a city. No, it's not. We need more influence to turn it into a city. It can be acquired, attached for 130 as well. So now we're just going to move on in here.
Let's go.
That worked out great. We are going to, I think, withdraw this demand.
I no longer need to inflict this on you.
They've refused. I'm trying to, like, now that we got a little bit of something that we wanted, I was trying to get, you know, that out of it. But hey, they surrendered, essentially. It is far from their capital. It also does mean we might suffer some stability. Actually, we were going up to 69. Nice. So we're actually okay. Let's choose our production. Stone rings would be great because we'll gain a ton of stability. More troops is tempting, but our growth is so bad that we're going to have trouble supporting a large army because we've been focusing much more on production, obviously. And we can't build another Nubian pyramids until we get more territories. Building this to be able to put troops down here quickly would be good. Lumberyard would be pretty solid. We do have some trees. Honestly, I think the farmer's quarter makes the most sense right now. Either that or the maker's quarter to just give us more gold. Yeah, let's do that instead. Alright, we're in our first maker's quarter. After that, we kind of want to put something right here. Maybe it would just be a maker's quarter, so we could finally get one right here. Or maybe we could put a market quarter, actually. When we unlock those, a market quarter right here might be good. Alright, let's see. Let's everyone continue their movements. And then, I think this is actually a great place to end this little episode. Probably been playing maybe even too long. It's just fun, hard to stop. But we've done a lot. We've grown, trying to build a massive Coruscant city. And we probably need to put a city over here eventually. Maybe right here would actually be pretty good. We'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. And we might just conquer the Hittites. Yeah, you know, do what we do. But hey, thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a ton of fun. Thanks for being here. And I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.